What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy King Yellow. Today we'll be reacting to players talking about how good Shaq was. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below any videos you want me to react to. I might have seen some of these plays, obviously. It's a lot more highlights of Shaq than there's like Larry Bird or like I've seen some of these before, you know what I'm saying? But just listening to the perspective of other players, it just shows you how much better he was. Because it's one thing to see him on the court, but it's another thing to probably play against him. Shaq retired in 2011, so like I was only 13 at the time. Like I just started like really paying attention to basketball. So like I've definitely seen some of these probably, but not all of them. But I ain't even gonna waste no more time. Let's just get right to this video.
Hey man, it's your boy YG, aka Young Gala, and when you're talking about Shaq, you also have to bring up dominant. I mean, the guy was a physical specimen. I mean, if the only way to stop him is to put him on the free throw line, that should already say enough. Shaq was already in the 50 greatest players in NBA history in his 4th season. When you're talking about
damn, I didn't know he was on 4 seasons in the NBA.
You have to bring up Shaq because he's a literal definition of an athletic freak. Like, he was one of the 2 players that was breaking backboards. And I'm not talking about only shattering the glass of the backboard. He broke the whole support system that was holding the backboard. And that made the league make stronger backboards for Shaq. It's scary to think that if Shaq would have made his free throws, there would have been no absolute way to stop him. I mean, at that point, you just gotta hope that he gets tired. So enough of me talking. Let's see how the NBA legends talk about how good Shaq was. But before we get straight into the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the culture.
Go ahead and subscribe, man.
Any of my videos, and let's get to the vid, man.
You saying Shaq? Everybody in here is supposed to say Shaq.
Okay.
I'm talking about the most dominant. Listen, when we played them, we could have got them, but we ran into Shaquille O'Neal in his prime.
Damn.
Like the
Killer.
I never seen nobody. Man, round my way, the dudes used to call me Baby Shaq. And that was like, they didn't call me nothing, they didn't say Jordan, none of that. When they used to call me, that means a little dude, a dude at your size, dominating the game. Couldn't nobody do nothing with Shaq.
Hell no.
Nothing. It won't even close.
God, Shaq, and try to push that motherfucker around down there.
They ain't, come on, I ain't Shaq.
Huh?
I ain't Shaq.
Not for them. But
Like I said, I ain't Shaq.
My first year we were playing, and he kept posting up, but they kept fouling him, so he kept going to the free throw line and kept missing them. And so he'd throw the ball out to me. I'm not throwing that shit back in there, right? So I kept shooting him, right? So we get in the timeout, and he's like, hey, I'm open. I'm like, okay. And so we go out, and same thing, hey, I'm open. Okay. Come back in, hey, dude, you got to throw me the ball. I said, man, fuck that. Get it off the rebound if I miss, bro.
Damn.
You told him this. First year, 18 years old, man, 18 years old. And I must have been out of my damn mind.
This is the dude, though. You know what I mean? Even though you got that mentality, you know, this is that one that you really admire and
Shaq was a beast.
As dominant on both ends of the court. And I used to brag to my friends a lot and say, you know, like after we played the Lakers, you know, I get to the crib and be like, yo, you seen how I laid Shaq, then you
damn.
Like, you seen Shaq try to get that and I put that thing hop off the glass on him. You know what I mean? And that gave me added confidence to myself, to whereas I felt like if I could score over Shaq,
score over anybody, pretty much.
His dominant physical presence made him an immovable object.
Kareem.
In my lifetime, probably the most dominant basketball player I've ever seen.
Damn, I ain't know LeBron said that.
Out of my height, weight league to try to emulate his game. You know, I was a guard growing up and then became a forward, so I never tried to emulate my game after him. But I admire what he was able to do out on the floor. You know, by pure force and dominance, his ability to play at that speed, to have that size and that type of force that he had.
You know, bringing in Shaq, I think with his dominance and his presence and his experience, he can help me play into late June. because that's the only reason I train. It doesn't matter who's on my team. I hope everybody has
I forgot they played together.
mentality that, hey, you know, we start in October.
Was it just like, what, a couple months or something?
June here, and if you're not ready to go for that long, then you're in the wrong place.
But as impressive as he was in college, when O'Neal hit the NBA in the fall of 1992, he would embark on a mission to become one of the most dominant forces ever to play the game.
When Shaq came into the league, he had such a great passion and enthusiasm for the game. With his size and strength and mobility, it was something we really hadn't seen.
O'Neal runs the floor, takes it all the way.
Coast to coast.
I don't understand. They swept LA. Yeah.
Man, it was a number of bigs that were hard to guard. Shaq was damn near unstoppable.
Damn, him to say that. That's how good Shaq must have been. KG was a good defender.
Strongest player I ever played against. But the way you try to play Shaq is not physical. If you play physical, he's going to destroy you.
Man, I can't leave without bringing up Shaq. I love him so much as a person. Obviously the most dominant big man we've ever seen, ever.
When he went up and dunked on David Robinson. Oh, I thought he broke every bone in this man's body.
When it became official that this is the guy that you're going to play with, he is coming to Miami, what was your reaction?
First, my reaction, well, I was a little saddened at first because I knew I was losing my buddies in Lamar and Karan and Brian. But on the other end, I was very excited. I mean, I'm playing with one of the greatest players ever to play the game.
No, he's saying, you know, Shaq won it on your back. Do you think you could have won that without Shaq?
No, not at that time. No, I was young in the league trying to figure it out, so I needed somebody like Shaq to help me, you know, give me the keys and let me drive the car. So I appreciate him for doing that.
When Shaq was here last time, he said that when he goes to a restaurant,
Charles Barkley, that's like Shaq's best friend, man, I swear.
How much he would like her to tip, and then whatever amount they say, that's what he will tip. Have you ever seen that happen?
Hell no. He doesn't tip like that. I mean, you're talking about the same guy. We were doing a tribute to John Glenn when he passed away, and Shaq says, I wanted it closer to the moon or L.A. And we like, what do you mean, close to the moon or L.A.? He says, when you walk outside, you can see the moon, but you can't see L.A. Yeah, so it's got to be closer to the moon. This is the guy I work with.
Hell no.
He thinks it's closer to the moon than L.A.
Shit, I guess that makes sense when you think about it that way.
Tall, so maybe to him it is actually closer.
Hey, listen, I love the guy, but he's no rocket scientist.
Yeah.
He's no rocket scientist.
Nah, ain't no Shaqs today. I mean, unless you're playing Joel Embiid or Jokic or something, but nah. Ain't nobody banging like that. Like,
hell no, definitely not now.
You can spend more energy chasing little guards around than banging in this series. I mean, you still got to box out and rebound and stuff, but ain't just like posting up and bodying me every time. So, nah. Thank God Shaq ain't in this series, though.
He's huge. He's menacing. He really just attacked the rim.
Over everybody, man. Damn. Hakeem.
Now, did you know Dame Lillard was going to drop your name in that Shaq diss track?
No, I didn't. That's rap battles. I ain't got nothing to do with rap battles. I don't know how to rap, but no, I didn't.
I went on Joe Budden's podcast when I was doing a press run for my album that I put out this summer, and he said, who's the best rapper out of the NBA? And I said, me. And he said, what about Shaq? And I said, people view Shaq as Shaq, not as like an artist, which wasn't a knock on Shaq. I just think he's a major celebrity, so people looked at it like Shaq is doing music. It wasn't like he's just another artist. And I also mentioned that he was like the pioneer for athletes doing music and kind of breaking over into that and being commercially successful. But Shaq was offended by that, and he put a diss track out. So when he put his out, I just responded. And then after I responded, there was like time in between.
Damn.
And then I just put another one out. So, you know, I put the second one out before he had a response. And
that's
then
crazy.
He put another one out, but it's not like I don't got no beef with Shaq or nothing like that. It's like
it can't be no beef.
He was the first one to do it, and I'm current, so we shot it out.
Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant force I have ever seen in the history of basketball.
Stephen A. Smith. He's seen a lot of basketball.
Will Chamberlain. I saw Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah. That's true.
Shaquille O'Neal at 325, 350 pounds is the most dominant force I have ever seen on a basketball court.
With Shaquille didn't have quite the same athleticism that Wilt had. He had the bounce and he had the speed, but he didn't have the endurance that obviously by the 48 minutes a night that we talked about. He had a jump hook, whereas Wilt didn't have a jump hook. He had an array of shots. He had a hook, he had a finger roll, he had a turnaround jump shot. And Shaq was a post sprinter, where he'd go down and get the lane ahead of the crowd, and Wilt was never much of a post sprinter. He used to take his time. In fact, when he rebounded, a lot of times
straight
the
power.
guards come back to him to get the ball, so he'd be down there when the ball got to the other end of the court.
Damn.
Because we're both terrible foul shooters. But other than that, Shaquille and I is like comparing me with Clark Gable. In this case, I'm Clark Gable and he's me. He plays an entirely different type of basketball game than I do. He
definitely does.
Uses his physicality, and he's a big, strong young man, and that works well in today's game. If he was facing me and other guys of my time, not so good. I'm a guy bench pressing around 600 pounds when I was at my best.
600 pounds?
Yeah.
600 pounds.
He really just took the lead by storm.
I don't know. I think Shaq would be good in any era, to be honest.
He was just as big off the court as he was on the court.
I mean, like, if he dunking over Hakeem, I think he would dunk over Wilt. I don't know.
LA just loved him.
So not only Shaq was dominant on the court, but it was also off the court. He's really just an icon. Like, even if you didn't know about basketball,
people love Shaq.
You should know about Shaq or seen him somewhere.
Everybody knows Shaq.
Shaq is just one of those guys you would love to talk to. But you see one NBA legend, Wilt Chamberlain, was kind of complimenting him, but at the same time trash talking about him, saying that he wouldn't survive in his time. But that's Wilt. You can't really say that much. The guy scored 100 points. So guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Definitely, he had a right to say that.
On the all-time list. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and show love to the YG gang. And I'm out.
And that's the end of the video. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below any new videos you want me to react to. I definitely personally think Shaq's best big man of all time. I don't even think it's close, to be honest, but y'all go ahead and let me know who y'all think's the best down below. And until I see you on the flip side, peace.